And I am joined now by the women's UFC flyweight champion, Valentina Shevchenko, who appears to be in paradise. You're in Thailand. First of all, I know you travel around a lot, and I know you've trained in Thailand before. Why are you back there?
Yes, you're right. Totally. We are in Thailand, spending every time a lot of time. And I think we are maybe already like 10, more than 10 years traveling back and forth to Thailand. And this is one of my favorite places to be and to train, to prepare for the fights, like everything. And especially this occasion, why we are here right now, it's because of preparation for my sister's fight. Antonina, she will fight 20th of April in St. Petersburg in Russia. It's gonna be first female UFC fight in Russia in the whole history of UFC. So we are here now for training camp for her fight, and also like on the way for starting training camp for my fight as well.
That's interesting. Do you know who your sister is? Do you know who your sister's fighting?
For sure, yes. For sure, yes. It's Roxanne Medeferi.
Got it. Okay, so that's interesting. So you guys are trying to. Well, your fight's going to be in June, right? So you're still very early in the process. I guess she is pretty close.
Yes, it's 1 month left for her, and I still have about 3 months ahead of me.
Okay. But what is it about Thailand that's so important for you guys to train there?
It's everything. It's not only training, but it's like the spirit of Thailand. It's very nice to be here because we um, we are training here in the camp Tiger Muay Thai gym, and we have everything, like facilities here, like cage, sparring partners, and also the important things. We have good like stuff to recover. We have beautiful beaches and great nature. So this is like what I call when you are preparing for the fight, but in the same time you are like resting, like your mind, it's not charged about like thinking only about training, only about like getting better and better. You have your time for the training, but also you have your time for recover. And this is more important because you just cannot train like all day long and thinking all just about fight. You have to manage, and you have to like to make equilibriums between these two. And this is why I think Thailand is a good place to be.
So are you guys going to go from Thailand to Russia, or is there going to be other stops along the way before that fight happens? And also, for you, how much of your camp is going to be back in the States?
Yes, we're gonna go from here to Russia because it's shorter flight, then go back to States and go back to Russia. It's gonna be very tired. And yes, we're gonna do like this, but for my training camp, I think after her fight, it's gonna be all the way to United States.
Got it. Okay. So you're the champion now. So sometimes I talk to fighters and they say, I got the belt and yeah, everything is different. It's crazy. It's this, it's that. Sometimes I talk to fighters who get the championship and they say, you know what? It's not that much different. So where are you?
Me, I was prepared exactly what I will face, and I've been like champion, Muay Thai champion, K1 champion, like for 17 times. I hold this like belt, and I know what to expect. Of course, we are speaking about different league because UFC is the biggest MMA organization in the world, but I know how to manage everything because I understand clearly where's the truth, where I have to be, what's the number one for me, what I have to do to maintain my belt. And number one, it's to keep training hard and put my legs into the ground. So without thinking, okay, this is like, that's it, that's the point. But for me, no, it's okay. I reached it what I was wanted for all this time, but now it's another time to start to work. and to start to keep training hard and be the best, because I know everyone will want to take this belt from me, but no one will be able to do this because I will train hard. It doesn't matter if I'm champion and what I reached already. I will train very hard and harder than anyone.
Is it weird to be in a division where, look, you are a professional and you've been a professional for so many years, and your sister as well, right? So there's just this pedigree of professionalism in your family. But is it weird to be in a division where people like me in the media or even just other observers, they all say, oh, there's nobody who can even come close to beating Valentina Shevchenko in the women's flyweight division? On the one hand, it's got to feel good that people have that kind of confidence. On the other hand, does it play mind games with you a little bit?
It's if it's so, it's good, yeah. But I'm not expecting things like this because flyweight, it's in UFC. We just created, like UFC just created this weight class, and you could see that now it's a lot of strong female fighters in this weight class, and a lot of fighters they move down from 135, and a lot of girls move up from 115. And I could say that it's gonna be the hardest weight division among all girls in UFC, and it will be more excited weight class. And I just who I am because I'm training a lot. It's not because of something like else. No, it's just I know what exactly I have to do to beat my opponents, and this is where I am. I was dedicated like all my life to martial arts. I'm training since 5 years old.
Hmm.
Already 26 years. I'm like training every day, and this is why I'm here. This is why like everybody thinks like this. And I for sure I will continue to do the same, to give the same thought for the people, but in the same time entertain all my fans and to show just beautiful and like very good fights in all my fight. And this is what I want, to fight, to perform me as good as I can and enjoy my life. And how many people they're saying, "Oh, Valentina, you are in Thailand, you are on vacation. Oh, Valentina, you are here, you are on vacation." But I say it every time, it's not my vacation, it's my lifestyle. It's how I live. I'm not like, for example, if I post in some pictures on the beach, it doesn't matter that I'm not training. I'm training every day. I can say it for sure. I train every single day, but I know how to enjoy my life. It doesn't mean that if I'm on training camp, I will be like just thinking about training. No, I can do both, and I know that it's gonna came out much better for my fight.
So there's an interesting thing that's happening because now you have a strawweight champ, you got a flyweight champ, you got a bantamweight champ. We had a different featherweight champ. Now one is both. But the point being is you're starting to see multiple women gain titles in the UFC. So when you think about what you want to do as a champion, the answer is always to win. As a fighter, it's to win. I don't mean that. But I guess what I'm wondering is, do you ever think about the idea of what kind of records you want to set as a champion? Like, for example, on the men's side, you've got consecutive defense record set by Demetrius Johnson. You've got all-time number of defenses by George St. Pierre. Do you think about certain numbers like that you want to hit? And if so, what are they?
Um, I don't want to put any sets for me, any goals for me, because I'm not like this. It's like, um, it's so like everyone. Okay, I have to put a goal for me, and I have to reach it. Um, I do my best. I try to be the best in everything what I'm doing. But of course, the number one, like you mentioned, it's um, to win the fight. And doesn't matter how many times I gonna do it, but I gonna do it every time, every single time when I go into the cage, I gonna win the fight because this is my mindset. But about the goals, of course, I want to do the maximum what I can, but I don't like to put the goals. to put the numbers or something like this, because if you are set up with this, it's already in your head. And if you are don't like if you can't reach it, your mind start to break, and you have all kind of troubles and problems. I mean, not physically but mentally. And this is what usually the most that why the people they are broken, because not because of the body, because of like physical issues, not because of mental issues. And I don't want to put me in this situation. I just want to be number one in everything what I'm doing. And of course, I want to defend my belt as much as I can. But it doesn't matter what I'm not gonna do something else on my way, because it's the opportunities shows up. You have just to take them, and we'll see what kind of opportunities will show up on my way of the champion of UFC.
In all of martial arts, are there certain champions that you really admire, maybe more than others? And it could be not necessarily even just MMA. It could be kickboxing as well. When you think about, for me and I'm not a fighter, of course, I'm just an observer, but I'm very impressed by what St. Pierre has done. I think even though he lost to Matt Serra and he lost to Matt Hughes, to come back and avenge them and to beat that many welterweights, to me that's really impressive. I'm wondering for you, do you have any champions you look past to and take motivation from?
A lot of fighters, what I admire, I love their technique. I love their mindset, their style. But every time, number one for me, it was like the my favorite fighter. Every time I was watching his fight and was like, this is the dynamic of the fight, what I want to looks like. It's Benny the Jet Urquidez. And he's a modern fighter, but when he started to fight in Thailand, it was something like new. It's so interesting. I remember when I was very young and my coach showed me his fight. It was like big videotape, and this like dynamic, this spinning kicks. It was something that I was watching. It was like, wow, it's so beautiful. It's so interesting. And that amazing thing that in year 2017, I could meet him personally, and I could speak with him, and he said he was explaining and tell his history, how it was the beginning from his side, what he felt, what he thought, and he's so like amazing person. I really admire him, and I'm so happy that now I know him personally. It's I think it's one of the biggest fighter in fighter world.
Benny the Jet, one of the best. All right, so let's talk about your next fight, UFC 238. You're going to be facing Jessica Eye. When you think of Jessica Eye as an opponent, what do you see?
I see it's. I know for sure she will go forward. As I saw from her fight with Caitlin Chokogan, she was every time putting a lot of pressure. But you know what I can see more? Maybe she could see that she's better than me in grappling. Maybe she could see she's better than me in wrestling, in striking, whatever. But it doesn't matter, because she's not better than me. She's not. And I will prepare me for the fight. I will put the good fight on the show. And doesn't matter for me whatever she will bring. Doesn't matter at all. I just will do easy things. I will win the fight, and that's it.
Let me read you one quote she gave. I'm not one of these guys who typically likes did you hear what they said? But I thought this was kind of interesting. She said the following, quote, speaking about you, one of her biggest weaknesses is her ability to adjust to the fighter she's fighting and be able to do something different. I think being versatile and being a true martial artist wins this flyweight title and keeps me champion, talking about herself, for a really long time. What do you make of the fact that what do you make of the idea that she sees a lack of ability to adjust?
The lack of, I cannot I think she don't know what she speak about, but because it's like not make sense to lack of adjust. It's not make sense at all. The other thing that you have so much technique in your like arsenal. You have so much everything to choose the weapon what you're gonna use against your opponent. This is what I see. This is in my mind the adjustment that you are not just like adjust because you don't have opportunity to do something else. No, you just choosing the right weapon against your opponent. And this is what I every time I'm doing. Okay, if you need like if I need to go hard, I can go hard. If I need to wait a little bit, I will wait. If I have to go striking, I will go to strike. If I have to go down, I will go down. So this is the my version of adjustment. It's I have a lot of techniques. I have a lot of everything to choose what I will play against you, and this is that more like dangerous. I can say what is like you never know what you will face off. This is the thing that what I can explain what is adjustment. But listening to her quote, I really understand she doesn't know what she's talking about. Maybe she's like saying words, but she don't know what exactly this means.
Well, let's ask you about this then. The card. Do you know what place you're going to have on the card? Now, if it's a title bout, the lowest it would be is the co-main event, probably. Do you know if you're the main or co-main? Like, what's the word on that?
Not yet. I don't know yet. What's the place? What's the numbers? I know the one important thing. It will be my title defense. This is everything what I want to know. And for now, I just like keeping my mind fresh and don't try to do. I'm trying not thinking too much about um, the fight, but I'm already started my preparation. But I want to put my mind in the like this fight mode in right time and right place, and it's not yet there. It's not yet because for now I have my sister's fight. Antonina, she like I say she's gonna fight in less than 1 month in St. Petersburg, Russia, against Roxanne Modafferi. And like I said, it's gonna be first female UFC fight in history of Russia. And now my like all my mind, all my thoughts, it's about her fight. I trying to help her as much as I can in her preparation and to do everything um, as I can to make her successful in her fight.
Last question. Last time you fought in Chicago, you had a great win over Holly Holm, one of the better wins of your career in terms of getting your name out there, of course. You're back in Chicago. You got to be happy about that, right? It's got a good place for you, or do you not really think about places you fought as good or bad?
No, yes, I'm thinking about this place. It's a very nice place for me, and I have a very good memory, about this place. And one of another side why Chicago is good for me, it's because we have the huge community of Kyrgyzstan people, my home country people,
That's right.
and so much restaurants of Kyrgyzstan food in Chicago. So, every time I remember about Chicago, I already excited to be there and to try all this like amazing and tasty food.
Oh, that is amazing. I totally forgot about that, but you're so right. Well, you know what? We really appreciate your time, Valentina. I know you're training every day, but I'm looking at that blue water in the pool and the nice weather. I can't keep you from it any longer. So thank you for carving some time out for us. Can't wait for UFC 238, and go enjoy Thailand.
Thank you very much. And you know what's the amazing thing that today is Sunday here. Today is a good day, resting day. So we will go around, just enjoy our day and explore all the beaches as we can. Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, thank you, Valentina. Have fun on the beaches.